On September 26, 2025, at around 5:03 p.m., Chicago police responded to calls reporting shots fired on the south side of the city around 89th and Michigan Avenue. Callers reported that 2 people had been shot, and when police arrived on the scene, they found one man laid out in the street. He had been shot 4 times in the chest. Paramedics attempted to resuscitate the man as they rushed him to the hospital, but when they arrived, he was pronounced dead. According to witnesses, at least 4 people approached a construction site where contractors were working and attempted to rob the workers. They said that the 4-man stick-up crew targeted the vehicles on the property that had all of their tools in it, but one of the workers, a man only identified as John Doe, had a concealed carry license. Once he realized what was going on, he reacted fast, drew his gun, and let off 4 shots to defend himself. He hit one of the robbers, and when the rest of the crew heard the shots, they tried to flee the scene, leaving their boy laying on the ground to die. While running away, another one of these guys was shot, and when police arrived on the scene, they found him ducked off, trying to avoid capture. Investigators also recovered 2 firearms from the scene that the crew used to commit this attempted robbery. The construction worker who let off the shots was arrested on the scene, but after being questioned and verifying his CCL license, he was released. Thanks to Chicago's law, which allows for the use of deadly force if you're defending yourself from a violent crime, or if it's used on someone who is in the process of committing a felony, which the robbers obviously were. The suspect, who was hit 4 times and died, was identified as a 19-year-old man named Makai Moore, better known in the streets of Chicago as Glizzy the Tweaker, who could be seen in music videos rapping about running drills when he was as young as 14 years old.
Glizzy the Tweaker, man. Glizzy, man, you know I'm coming, bro.
Bro, you don't know how my brother coming. You don't know how this finna go, bro. Finna take off with this rap making this known.
You know,
real member.
Real member, right?
Real member. Out here, little bro been out here since he was yay high. A shorty, really out here doing this shit.
Yeah.
How you come? See, I stay with the rest and I'm pressing the 30. I got this stick in the hang, yeah. Hit a nigga, I start with that thing, yo. And the rest of that bust at his brain now.
Fuck all the trolls, fuck all them niggas that be dissing us. ESD ain't did shit since Brody died, you niggas fuck.
BC swerving off the drink, until you know he on go. Top of bullets, navy blue, Glizzy move through the night. All he heard was get the man, get the man, get the man. All he heard was get the man, get the man, get the man. All he heard was get the man, don't forget about the van. I just up the caffeine there, we hit his man, Smith again.
Glizzy is from a clique in the city called Doty Road, formerly known as M60, with Doty Road being a name that they adopted after a 21-year-old man who went by G Doty was shot and killed in South Shore back in 2019. Doty's shooting was linked to a gang rivalry in the city between them and Black Mob, as members of Black Mob were posting online about Doty after he passed away.
Right, not doing it.
Hell yeah, bro, I ain't never been this way before.
Yeah, no, dog.
So they call this Doty Road?
It's Doty Road, it's that one block, man.
I was gonna say, tell us about Doty Road, like how that name came about.
Doty dad, we turned up. Doty dad, we turned up. I took off with that shit. I'm like, I'm make his name live on, you know?
Okay.
Look like long little storm, long little joke, man. I'm saying, y'all finna see, I'm finna start turning up. Watch this. The summer finna be a blast, man. On Doty, just know that. All you goofy ass niggas, I don't say I don't need no team. It's Doty Road shit, man. I'm dropping V's, man. You up, all the ops, I don't say it.
Kanichi, Mellow, this shit. M60, Doty Road. Bro, we been out here, this shit been out shit. Before this shit was Doty Road, this shit was M60, you know?
Glizzy the Tweaker was tied in closely with other names that you may have heard of coming out of Chicago, like Bloodhound Lil Jeff and Lil Scoom. Both drill rappers, and both are currently deceased as well. You can see Glizzy in different clips in their music videos, and even in the background of some of the lives that Lil Jeff did over the years.
I talk. If you ain't trying to go slide on their ass, I ain't trying to talk. I ain't trying to talk.
That's Glizzy right there beside Jeff, in case y'all didn't catch on. The day that Glizzy died, was also his birthday, and just hours before this robbery gone wrong, he could be seen in the background of a girl's social media video with people pointing out that he looked like he was stressed the fuck out. Glizzy's death comes within just a year of his crew taking several high-profile losses, like Bloodhound Lil Jeff, who was shot and killed on June 28, 2024, while trying to execute a drill himself, only to be shot and killed by his intended target. The entire incident was captured on video that would later be released to the public, and the whole situation was viral. Lil Scoom died on July 27, 2024, after he got into an argument on the 700 block of East 89th Street and was shot twice in the chest. Lil Scoom, Bloodhound Lil Jeff, Glizzy the Tweaker, all three of these guys died on the south side of Chicago. Now, I don't know what made Glizzy target this construction site for this attempted robbery, but this is a situation that is becoming more and more frequent in the city of Chicago. A quick search on the internet reveals several similar incidents and pulls up articles that talk about it. And I don't know if Glizzy and his team are involved, but in one article, it states that on the south side of Chicago alone, since January, there have been at least 2 of these robberies of these construction sites every single month, like clockwork.
A warning for construction and repair crews on the city's south side. Workers are being targeted in a string of armed robberies. There have been 10 incidents since January, all in the Gresham neighborhood. Most recent happened last Friday night. In every incident, police say 1 or 2 young men in dark clothes and wearing ski masks walk up, pull out a gun, and take whatever they can before running off.
The armed robbery of a group of construction workers by a trio of thieves was caught on video. Construction workers poured concrete for a basement of a building being rehabbed.
It took about probably less than 90 seconds to go in and rob everybody and, just drive away.
This man, who did not want to be identified, says one of his security cameras captured the daytime attack, which happened Wednesday morning just before 11:30. Property owner and contractor Martez Grayer was actually on site inside the 3-flat and says that the concrete workers he hired were outside prepping to pour a basement floor when the laborers were targeted.
It was definitely, it was scary. I had guys that were startled and they didn't want to continue working, which is we understood.
The footage shows the cement workers setting up in the vacant lot next door. That's when the 3 thieves approach and one of them pulls out a gun and demands their property. A second gunman takes money and a cell phone from a 38-year-old worker, while a third armed robber ransacks the cab of the cement truck looking for valuables but finds none.
In this neighborhood, I'm not too shocked, although as far as robberies are concerned, you don't normally see that around here.
The security camera catches the trio retreating to a silver SUV and fleeing.
This has become such an issue in the community that some people have left comments about it saying things like, the headline would be more shocking if it read, construction workers able to work and were not robbed on the south side. Now look, I don't know what made Glizzy the Tweaker go and rob this construction site, but what I do know is this is like the lowest of the low type of crime that you can do. These are gang members that are actively going out of their way to rob civilians. Gang violence is already bad enough as it is, and there's already innocent bystanders and pedestrians that end up getting hurt because of the things that these gangs got going on. But to intentionally be going out of your way to target these civilians, people that have no ties to the gang life, it's just grimy. It's as dirty as it can get. I look at this kid's music and it seems like it was doing views. It seems like he had a way to generate money if he would have just put his mind to that, but instead he was so caught up in this being a gangster and proving that he was really like that I doubt he even seen the way out. He's probably just doing what him and his crew have always been doing, and I think it's sad that he ended up in a position like this, but it's hard to feel bad for him because, you're targeting civilians, bro. Like, there's a million ways to make money, and you chose to go on to this construction site and rob these construction workers for their vehicles and their tools and whatever loose cash that they have on them. I mean, I can't imagine that they were making out with gigantic takes from doing this, maybe a couple of $100. And from what it sounds like, there was 3 or 4 of them going on these robberies every time they went. So they got to split whatever they do get 3 or 4 different ways. I mean, it just seems very senseless. You know, and there was the video of him looking like he was stressed out. He looked like he had something on his mind. I don't know what he was going through, but I know that Bloodhound, Lil Jeff, Lil Scoom, Q50, the guys in that circle, we've seen them in videos crush up perks and sniff them. And, you know, I don't know if the money problem that he was experiencing was just the bills need to be paid, or if this is one of them situations where it's basically like, I need to get some money to feed this addiction. I remember just the other day, I seen a video of Bloodhound Q50. Looked like he was nodding off. People was talking about he was on the dog food. You know, and if that's the case, like they went and did this little petty crime right here because they just needed some extra money to feed that addiction. I mean, that reminds me of like back when I was growing up, you had to worry about the crackheads coming and stealing the AC unit or trying to steal the metal fencing out of your yard so they could take it down to the scrap yard and get some money so that they could go get high. Like if you're out here robbing these civilians so that you can go get high with it, that's crazy, you know, and it makes it hard to feel bad for Glizzy. You know, but I wasn't in his shoes. I wasn't living his life. I don't know what was going on. All I know is what the headline say and what it looks like. But I also feel like, wouldn't life just be easier if you just go get a job? You know, like if you're at the point where you gotta be out here robbing construction workers for their wrenches, I don't know, bro. Maybe it's time to go get a 9 to 5. You know, that's my thoughts on it though. That's the situation. Obviously, y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about it in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, tap the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And as always, it's been fun rocking with y'all, man. It was good going back to the original style. I used to make these type of videos all the time. Ooh. But anyways, it's been fun rocking with y'all, man. I'm out.